Now, here's your Storm Tracker weather forecast with Chief Forecaster Bob McGuire.
Good evening, everybody, but this is the way it started this morning in Missoula. Very thick fog, and the temperature there was 25 degrees. So this fog here, this was freezing ice fog, and that made the streets a little on the icy side. But as you can see, visibility was really bad. Travel was it was impacted because of the slick roads. That's what was happening there. Now, here's the way things are shaping up in Billings right now. Tonight, it's not a bad night in Billings, as you see. We still have partly cloudy skies. Actually, they've gone to clear with 33 degrees and a southwest wind at about 10 miles per hour. It gives you a wind chill factor that feels like 25 degrees, so it feels a little on the cool side. Our high temp today, though, is 48 degrees for late in November. That's okay. 39 is your normal high, so we beat that. The record was 63 back in 1980. Record low was 11 below zero back in 2006. I'm glad we didn't go there. What about precipitation? Nothing new to add to the total. So here's where we are for the month. A little bit behind, but still way ahead of normal for the year at 1829. Only need to be a little over 13 inches. Our current temps are still kind of chilly out in the west, into the teens and 20s out there. 31 over Kalispell. 20s and 30s back here in the east, and one of the warm spots in the state is here in Billings at 33 degrees. Elsewhere you see 26 at Sheridan. Cody coming in at 29, 22 in Warren, a little chilly there. These are reported highs. The hot spots in the state today over in Glendive and Jordan, they got into the 50s there. 48 here. You see 45 over in the Lewistown in the far west. They were kind of chilly. That cold air just kind of lingers in the valleys, and they did not get out much, only into the 30s there. Butte was 38, 36 over Missoula, 39 in Dillon. So as you'll see, here's the story for us today. Doppler radar shows you mostly clear skies, but what's all this cloudy skies here? This is the beginning of your next storm starting to make its way into the southwest. It's just high clouds. The center of the storm, this big kahuna is what I'm calling it. It's over here in the Great Basin area, and it's slinging a little moisture and a little cloud level air up into most of the southwestern corner of the state. But what's going to happen, that low pressure cell, instead of coming this way, it's going to track due east. And as it does so, once it gets into Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas, it's pulling moisture up from the Gulf of Mexico, wrapping around that low and sending it into the cooler air in Wyoming and Montana. And so by the time Saturday morning gets here, all that snow is going to start pushing its way from the southeast corner of the state into eastern Montana. Eventually, it will encompass the Billings area. But here's where we are Saturday night at 8 p.m. Notice most of it kind of pushing towards the east. And then eventually by Sunday, we have a little stream of moisture and snow from Glasgow to Miles City. But as far as snowfall, let me show you how much we're going to see. Here in Billings, maybe about 2 inches. Jordan and Glasgow can get up to 8 inches. That's where the center of the storm will be. But back here in Billings tonight, we're looking at temperatures cooling back down into the teens and 20s in the south central part of the state. 26 here for Billings, 23 over in Hardin, back into the 20s in eastern Montana like Sidney and Miles City, 23 there, 23 abroad us. Tomorrow, back up into the 40s one more time. 40 in Billings, 36 over in Livingston, 35 at White Sulphur Springs. It'll be about 29 degrees over at West Yellowstone. But now for Billings tonight, here's what you'll see. 26 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Winds will be out of the southwest, not bad, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Next 7 days, 40 degrees on Friday. That night, about 6 o'clock, the snow starts moving in now. We'll see snow again on Saturday and Sunday, temperatures rolling into the 30s. Then as we head into Monday, still some scattered flurries. And then by Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week, only into the 20s for highs. Let's go back to the desk.